Today's R&B and Throwbacks, V103. Bionce Foxx here. Janelle Monae is joining me, and I am just so happy to meet you.
Oh, likewise.
My goodness. It's been a minute.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to Chicago.
Yes, I love Chicago.
I know you've been here a few times.
You know I'm from Kansas City. So
Yeah, Midwestern girl.
Yeah, you already know.
I love it. So I'm going to get right into it, Janelle Monae, because I'm excited for you. This new album, The Age of Pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, look, I was at your listening party last night, and when I tell you it was a vibe, the album is a vibe. Seriously, every song, I've been radio 20 plus years. Every song I heard last night at the listening party, I was like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I love them all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's talk about what the title means, The Age of Pleasure.
The Age of Pleasure. You know, I think that when I think about, I've had my age of chaos, my age of depression, my age of being not present. And this is the age of pleasure. And that means that I'm actively staying present and creating moments. You know, there'll never be a time where in this world we won't have anything heavy going on.
Right.
And we still have to make our beauty. We still have to find our pleasure.
Yeah.
And doing that by myself, I have to figure out what that feels like, what that means, connecting back with the things that are simple. Sometimes it's reading a book by myself while it's raining outside.
Yes.
Sometimes it's masturbating. Sometimes it's taking a warm bath, right?
Yes. Okay.
Sometimes it's being at a party with beautiful brown and black people all over the continent, from South Africa to Ghana to Jamaica to Atlanta. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to create a soundtrack for all the pleasure, all the beauty that I saw as we were hosting these parties with my friends, everyday people. So we can get into the making of the album.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about what Maurice Green says, if there ain't no beauty, make some beauty. And so that is what I'm doing. I am finding great pleasure at capturing beauty, recording it, and giving it to the people that I love and I care about.
Now, is this album, other than me listening last night, do you have any collaborations on this album, or is it just all you?
Ooh, I do. I collaborated with Sheung Kuti, who is Fela Kuti's son, and Egypt 80, on like all the horns that you see on the record, from Float to Champagne Shit. That's another song on the project. So it was good to like have that sort of legendary horn playing on the project. I also collaborated with Doechii on a song,
She's super hot.
I love. I have Amaarae, who is an amazing artist as well, who's also on a song. And I actually got, because this project is so Pan-African and like diasporic, I got Sister Nancy, Bam Bam, come on now, to do some original talking on the project. And she's definitely like an outlier and somebody who paved the way for a lot of the DJs, women DJs around the world. So it was only right to like get her to be a part of this song, since it's such a party.
Yeah.
And we always hear her voice at all the parties, right? I also have CK, who's another artist.
Okay.
You know y'all know his stuff. What? He's so good. And then I was trying to save these two for last. I have Nia Long on the project. I'm not going to tell y'all what.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell y'all what we're doing on the project, but Nia has always been my crush.
Wow.
Since the beginning of ever just seeing her on TV, and so to have her on this project means a lot. And then I have to save this free ass motherfucker.
Who is that?
Grace Jones.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Legendary icon. You must.
That's all I need to say.
Yes.
But no, it was made with a lot of love. My friends. This album was made with my friends in mind, for my friends. And a love letter to them. That's it.
Now, are those your girls for real in the lipstick loving video?
Yeah.
Sweetie,
They
when
were
I
here,
tell
they were
you.
here tonight too.
When I tell
Last
you.
night, rather.
That video, woo-wee! If you didn't know, Look, that's all I'm gonna say. That
Yeah.
video is something else, and I saw you on social. Was that with your mom? You were asking your mom. Was it your mom?
Yes, that was my mom.
You were asking her opinion on what she thought, and she was talking about big behinds and this and that. But Janelle, I gotta tell you, that is one of the most erotic videos I have seen.
Ooh, really?
Makes you go,
really?
Okay. Yeah, it's so good. Like the colors and just the background and the whole ambiance, the whole atmosphere of it. You did a great job with that, sis.
I co-directed it with Alan Ferguson, who's a director I've worked with like on my first visual Mini Moons. And it was super important that the people in there were like my real friends. These were the people who inspired the songs. So I filmed it at our Wonderland sort of like arts collective. So it felt like home. And just a peek into our lives, and it also had that surreal, absurdist vibe. Lots of funny moments in it, you know. But yeah, it was important. I wanted my mom to see it before it came out. She's so supportive. But I was like, let me not catch her off guard. Let me just let her see it and process. And she loved it. Like you said, though, she was just like, I want to see some man's booty. And then she was like, no, I didn't put that up. But she said, no, I don't want to see that.
I love it. I love it. So Lipstick Lover, let's talk about that. Like, what was your thought process when you came out with that song?
So how I wrote this album is I had like a lot of beautiful experiences at our parties, and I want to just say that there is no pleasure without safe space.
Thanks.
Safety is so important, especially for me as a queer, Black, non-binary human, android person. Like, and I want everybody around me to always feel safe, to explore, to be them, you know. And a lot of, you know, of my friends that I hang out with, we are that to each other. And Lipstick Lover was just an experience that I had a lot of times at a lot of our parties. And sometimes I would be the one putting lipstick on somebody's neck. And you knew it was me because I had on a bright red lipstick. And then I was also on the receiving end where it was lipstick on my neck, on my face. And it just does something to me when anybody kisses me on the neck, but specifically when some lips and gloss my neck. And so I just wanted to, I don't know why I didn't write it a long time ago. Because this isn't a new thing for me. But I buckled down and I wrote it. I wrote something that's just super honest to who I am.
And I love it's got like that island type thing throughout the whole. That's why I was like last night the listening party. I was just like vibing like every song that came on.
Did it make you feel like you were on vacation?
It did. Honestly, it did. Because I need one right now too. So it definitely did. But yeah, good sound, good music, good vibe. I just love the fact that it just seems like you're liberated. You're free. You know, if you follow Janelle Monae, you would know the process. You know what I mean? So talk on that just a little bit. People who think this is like you're coming out, they're like, hey, this isn't the Janelle Monae that I knew years ago.
Yeah, but if you're new to the Janelle Monae, you know, evolution, welcome. It's never too late. Go to iTunes. Start with Metropolis, Suite 104 The Chase, then go to ArcAndroid, then go to The Electric Lady, then go to Dirty Computer, which was out in 2019. And then be ready for the Age of Pleasure so that you're caught up to speed, that, you know, you don't feel left behind, and you too can find your freedom.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love last night how you were saying this is a safe space, and it's almost like the pressure was taken off and people began to let their hair down and just really get into it. So that's good right there. Now, what are you planning on doing? Of course, you're promoting the album, which is out on June 9th, The Age of Pleasure. Make sure you check it out. It's a good vibe. What are your plans outside of music? You're going to get back on that big screen? What you going to be doing soon?
Yeah, of course. I love telling stories, and I think with an album is so deeply personal to me. Like, I have to see this through, and it was important for me to not take on any other projects other than this, because I'll be going on tour. So make sure y'all get tickets online. You got to come to Chicago, right? I am. I'll be here. Absolutely. Great. And then I'm producing some projects. I'm playing Josephine Baker. Josephine Baker as a spy during the French working with the French Resistance to take down Hitler. And we're still developing that. And right now, that's kind of all I can say. I'm so in the age of pleasure.
Okay.
You know, that's all I'm thinking about.
I get it. That's what it's all about right now. Again, The Age of Pleasure is out on June 9th, 6/9.
Yeah.
A little ironic there. But I am just so happy for you. All of your successes. I mean, multi-Grammy nominated artist, SAG Award winner, your acting skill, Met Gala. Woo! You shut it down. Just so you know. I don't know if anybody can come back from that next year or not, but
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats
I had
on
so
that.
much fun.
Yeah,
it was like such a performance art piece that represented my evolution and just being able to own all of you and be all of us, and that's really what this is about: creating a safe space to self-discovery. Always.
Congrats again. Lipstick Lover. We're playing that here on
Thank you for supporting
The Age of Pleasure, June 9th. Make sure you cop that.
Yes,
Janelle Monae, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you, my love. Thank you for having me.